For the first time in years, the global music industry finds itself holding its breath for a single moment, the full group return of BTS. After completing military service and individual activities that reshaped each member's artistic identity, BTS is preparing to reunite at a scale that few artists in modern history have ever attempted. At the center of this anticipation stands a name that has ignited massive discussion across fandoms, media outlets, and industry circles alike: ARIRANG. While officially described as BTS's next major group album project, ARIRANG has quickly grown into something larger than a standard comeback. To fans, it represents homecoming. To critics, it signals a potential shift in global pop music. And to the industry, it may be the most commercially and culturally significant release of the decade. This article explores why ARIRANG is being widely speculated as BTS's most ambitious project to date, and whether it truly has the power to redefine global music history. The title ARIRANG immediately carries weight far beyond branding. ARIRANG is one of Korea's most enduring folk songs, deeply embedded in the country's cultural identity. It has been sung during moments of national hardship, celebration, separation, and reunion. For decades, ARIRANG has symbolized resilience, longing, and unity, themes that closely mirror BTS's own journey. By choosing this title, BTS appears to be signaling something intentional, a return not only to the stage, but to roots. After years of global dominance, English language hits, and genre experimentation, ARIRANG suggests a conscious reconnection with Korean heritage, not as a limitation, but as a source of strength. Industry analysts have noted that no other K-pop group at BTS's level has attempted a comeback so openly centered on cultural symbolism. This alone sets ARIRANG apart as a statement album, rather than a commercial follow-up. Military service marked a rare pause in BTS's group activities, but it did not stall their growth. Each member returned from service visibly changed, mentally, emotionally, and artistically. Interviews, lyrics, and solo releases over the past years reveal deeper introspection, maturity, and confidence. This transformation fuels speculation that ARIRANG will not sound like previous BTS albums. Instead of youthful rebellion or explosive pop anthems, fans expect themes of time, sacrifice, identity, and reunion. The emotional weight of separation, both from fans and from each other, is likely to shape the album's narrative. Rather than attempting to recreate past success, BTS seems poised to present themselves as artists who have lived, paused, and returned with purpose. Reports indicate that BTS has been working on an unusually large volume of material for ARIRANG, far exceeding the standard album process. This has sparked speculation that the project may include multiple versions, extended track lists, or even companion releases. The involvement of longtime collaborators alongside new international producers further suggests a fusion of sounds, traditional Korean elements blended with modern global production. Fans have pointed out subtle hints in studio photos, cryptic messages, and behind-the-scenes commentary that imply experimentation on a scale not previously attempted. If true, ARIRANG may not be a single album, but an entire musical era, carefully planned, layered, and interconnected across platforms. Among all members, Jungkook's role in ARIRANG has drawn particular attention. As BTS's main vocalist and one of the most globally recognized K-pop figures, expectations around his contribution are immense. Speculation suggests Jungkook may serve as a vocal anchor for the album, carrying emotionally demanding tracks that bridge traditional melodies with contemporary pop. Fans believe his post-military vocal maturity could play a key role in defining the album's sound. This does not diminish the importance of other members, but rather reflects how BTS strategically balances individual strengths within a group narrative, a formula that has historically fueled their success. One of the boldest aspects of ARIRANG speculation is its unapologetic embrace of Korean identity. In an era where global success often encourages artists to dilute cultural specificity, BTS appears to be moving in the opposite direction. Rather than adapting to Western standards, ARIRANG is expected to invite global audiences into Korean storytelling, language, and symbolism. This approach aligns with BTS's long-standing philosophy. Authenticity resonates universally. If successful, the album could challenge long-held assumptions about what global pop music must sound like and who gets to define it. With anticipation comes pressure. BTS is not simply releasing an album. They are returning after years of silence as a group, during which the industry evolved and new acts rose to prominence. However, history suggests that BTS thrives under pressure. Their previous comebacks have consistently surpassed expectations, often redefining metrics of success. Still, ARIRANG carries an unprecedented burden to honor the past, reflect the present, and shape the future, all at once. From album sales to streaming numbers, ARIRANG is expected to dominate global charts. Analysts predict record-breaking first-week sales, massive digital engagement, and sustained longevity across platforms. Beyond numbers, the album's success could influence how labels approach global artists, particularly those rooted in non-Western cultures. BTS's ability to lead without compromise may become a case study for the next generation of global acts. No BTS comeback exists without ARMY. Fans have waded through uncertainty, distance, and silence, and their emotional investment in ARIRANG is profound. Online discussions reveal a shared belief that this album is not just for charts, but for healing. For many fans, ARIRANG represents reunion, validation, and continuity. This emotional bond may be the album's most powerful asset. The question remains, can ARIRANG truly become the biggest comeback in global music history? Well, history will decide. All signs point to a project designed not merely to succeed, but to matter. In an industry often driven by trends, BTS appears focused on legacy. If ARIRANG delivers on its promise, it may stand as proof that authenticity, cultural pride, and artistic growth can coexist with global domination. As speculation around ARIRANG deepens, many observers believe RM's leadership will define the album's philosophical core. Known for his introspective writing and cultural literacy, RM has often served as the narrative architect of BTS's most meaningful eras. Post-military, his perspective is expected to be sharper, more grounded, and deeply reflective. Fans speculate that ARIRANG will carry themes of collective memory, national identity, and the cost of global fame. Ideas RM has openly discussed in past interviews and solo work. Rather than offering simple optimism, the album may explore contradictions, pride and exhaustion, unity and individuality, global recognition, and personal loss. If true, RM's influence could elevate ARIRANG beyond entertainment, positioning it as a cultural text that invites listeners to reflect alongside the artists. Another major area of speculation centers on how Jimin and V may embody the emotional duality of ARIRANG. Jimin's artistry has long been associated with vulnerability, fragility, and emotional precision, while V brings depth, nostalgia, and a cinematic sense of longing. Fans believe their voices could anchor some of the album's most emotionally resonant tracks, songs dealing with separation, memory, and reunion. Given the symbolic meaning of ARIRANG itself, this emotional storytelling feels almost inevitable. Rather than dominating charts with sheer power, these tracks may aim to linger quietly with listeners, offering comfort and reflection rather than spectacle. Speculation also highlights the roles of Suga and J-Hope as sonic architects of the comeback. Both artists have proven their range as producers, capable of balancing commercial appeal with experimental depth. Suga's post-military work suggests a continued interest in raw honesty, minimalism, and emotional intensity. Meanwhile, J-Hope's rhythmic instincts and performance-driven mindset could provide contrast, grounding the album with movement, energy, and hope. Together, they may shape ARIRANG into an album that flows like a journey rather than a playlist, with deliberate pacing and emotional arcs. Jin's return in the ARIRANG era carries a symbolism that extends far beyond line distribution or screen time. As the eldest member of BTS and the first to begin military service, Jin's journey has often been framed as the opening and closing bracket of the group's enlistment chapter. In that sense, his full participation in ARIRANG represents not just a comeback, but a sense of narrative completion.